we have a third point, principle of improvisation. You can start to think in a less geometrical way. I was talking to you before, the ichosaedron, the lines, the dimension, the possibilities, the different possibilities in the body. You can start to think, as a mover, about line in space and volume and sensation you can grab to keep your body in contact with the air and with the dance and with the space and the possibility of movement it has. That means that, for example, with my feet I will draw a semicircle. So I can draw a semicircle like this, or I can do interpretation of a double semicircle, one direction and the other. That means that the movements are from my hip and the feet follow. If I think about a line, like a diagonal line, I can use my arm and slide on this line. Just this combination will make something like semicircle, semicircle, slide up, or semicircle, semicircle, slide down. But that means sliding down, a preparation of my arm going up and sliding down. Okay. We can think about this diagonal line like a circular line. One point is starting here and one point is starting there. That means that my movement can become starting with the feet, semicircle, semicircle, and shaping. That means I can go further and bring my whole weight and direction, and the body will follow. That means semicircle, semicircle, lying down and going there, coming back. So we repeat. I will start just thinking about a semicircle in the floor and a diagonal line, and I arrive to do semicircle, semicircle, line, following and coming back. Can you see how the movement can enrich itself? Because you have a clear picture of the possibilities in the body can move. So, I do it again. Semicircle, semicircle. So, I do it again. Semicircle, semicircle, line, following down, coming back, and so on. I can keep on continuing thinking about line in space, sliding down. These are principles of improvisation the body can follow and go through. It's a real study of the possibility of the body to move. So, these principles are very important because they give me the possibility to develop new movement, to get rid of technique, get rid of memory of form that my body learned by doing its own education. So if I want to create new movement, I have to surprise myself, I have to get rid of this habit, this pattern my body used to have to do real improvisation that is not trapped in the habit of moving I already have. This is interesting because I try to surprise myself all the time with different movement, and the movement can be more straight with lines, and they can move like more with angle, or I can move in the same idea of line and dimension in space, or curve. These were all movement done in a regular speed, in a kind of regular speed, in a kind of same continuously speed without changing, because of course after you can enrich more and more about quality, different speed of movement, rhythms, etc., etc. That can be part of the body start, the other follow, and one body goes, and it keep on moving, and suddenly it speed up and it stop. And it go round, and it became line again. I just explained 3 principles of improvisation. The geometrical shape and dimension you can have from Laban. The work you can do on joints by moving your body and try to bring it in space. The imagination of possibility of movement you have that can be drawing from in the outside or coming from the inside. That means that you draw. I mean, if my pencil, the point of my pencil, is in my pelvis, I will probably do this to do a semicircle. If a line is in my hip, I will try to move my hip in the line was trying to come out of my limb, etc., etc. 3 different possibilities of working on possibility of movement. What I'm interested is not the movement itself. I like to develop movement in situations. So, once I train my body and I found the interest of my body moving, I like to adapt this skill I acquired to some situation I'm interested to develop. Situation, atmosphere, experience, sensation that can be kind of a reproduction of reality, translation with my own experience I have had in reality, or something new that I try to find appropriate, pure, if it's possible to use this very dangerous word, pure reality create on stage. That means one coming from a reproduction from the outside, one a translation of my experience I had with the outside, and one will be to try to create a new specific reality for the stage, of course, with the experience of the outside, but to use the fantasy as much as possible to create something. It happens only here. Music can help a lot. Situation, the public can be a motivational situation. And of course, the most important thing, the relation I have with the other performer on stage. And there you can create a lot of character, situation, etc., etc., to develop true movement as well. Vocabulary, language, signs, symbol. Okay. I make you an example. Train body, go into the situation. So if I found I'm like in a personal new party, and they keep moving like all the other people around me are trying to move. And so I go into the space of this beautiful evening I'm living, and I try to use my body like it's happy but excited at the same time. And the situation, like and stressing at the same time. If you think about creating the situation of a party on stage where people meet, on a body vocabulary, it can be something that goes in this direction. If my partner on stage try to fulfill with the body, with his own possibilities of meeting in this space, will be already a dialogue happening. Okay. Just small introduction of the work. It's over. Thank you.